and the only one, Sax Preacher.
to honor our great sisters, the Spirit had me in my heart to recognize women at this particular time because it's their time. And we're going to do this together, not the black woman behind us, all in the background. We're going to do this together. The pain in the streets is too hard for us not to go together, and we need our sisters' wisdom. So I would like a good friend of mine who has been doing a lot of work around research, and she has every research pertaining to us in everything, health, housing, education, everything that from slavery to now. And I also have 30 years of research on every black agenda since the 1800s. I have all of them. And those agendas have been sitting on the table, so we're committed to bringing that forth. But this sister works tirelessly on research and getting the message out, and she does a great job. Words can't explain Sister Cecile Johnson, how the work she does in terms of the African Development Plan, the research that we have to prove where we are and where you have to go. As you know, research is the key to moving forward, because if you don't know where you've been, you don't know where you're going. Without further ado, I would like to bring Sister Cecile Johnson and give her a great hand for her support. Why don't you tell them? Share with them what that says. Quiet, please. This is what the certificate says.
Certificate of Appreciation. In the spirit of Harriet Tubman, Black Moses, and many other female warriors that came before, we hereby recognize Cecile Johnson, African Development Plan, for her tireless commitment and dedication to Buy Black, Love Black, and Give Back, National Black Business Month. Thank you.
Say a few words for us, Cecile, please.
I want to thank you, Reven, for this honor and for your tireless dedication. Reven is like no one I've ever met, right? He has introduced me to so many people and got me involved in so many things that help to validate the work that I do. I'm a researcher, and I'm a researcher on the black condition, and putting it in a way that if you're 10 years old or you're 100 years old, you can understand it, right? It's called a series that I'm doing. I'm going to be putting out a book called Connecting the Dots. And in Connecting the Dots, what I'm doing is tying in research that's out there, but in a way that the public can digest it. Our situation at this time is kind of grim, even though some of us are doing well, right? And so that's what the research is about. Reven has been able to network, bring people together, and through his work and some of the people who are here in the room, we have been able to build coalition. You know, when I first came to Chicago about 5 years ago, people said they're not going to get together. But in the 5 years that I've been here, I have seen, and part of it is Reven's effort, part of it is what Cassie is doing, what Africa, right? What Eugene Delanato, what a number of people here have been doing. We've been talking to each other, we've been building that spirit. And so this time that we're in, that the brothers went to Tulsa, came back strengthened and with a stronger vision. It's our time now, folks. Truly, believe me. If you're a spiritual people, it's that time, right? And so everything that we've been doing and everything I've been doing, I just smile because I feel like the ancestors guided me to this moment, to this time, for what we're going to deliver to the people in a few short weeks. All right, so Reven, I want to thank you for honoring me and being my soulmate out there in the movement.
Thank you, Sister Cecile. Give her a black hand. You know what's interesting about me looking at honoring the women in these positions is it's about 32 of the women dealing with money, running business, handling business. So we have to talk to them real quick because they handling all the money, man. They handling all the money. I sat down and I got 32 certificates. I'm probably missing about 15 more sisters, but I got 32 certificates of women that's in position of handling our money, putting together business, having business, small business, collecting the community. And so it's rightfully so that we step up to the plate and honor our women and get with our sisters so we continue this fight. So the other sister I would like to honor, she is the network of Buy Black and everything black. And I've been watching this sister get it in. Her spirit is so, she just has a blessed spirit. And I honor her because she works with the old, the young, and in between, and she has a genuine personality, man, that's so strong, and it takes a lot for younger people to deal with our issues because a lot of us older people are in the way. Give up your driver's license and get on the other side. Y'all, Webb Evans is the only one at 100, well, I'm not gonna say that, but Webb was driving to the meeting at 101. 101, they say, well, Webb, you need a ride? He said, I drove. But I just say that to say that we have a lot of young talent and we have a lot of wisdom in this room, and our job is to get behind these young people and give them our wisdom so they can run hard. But without further ado, theblackmall.com, the great connector, Sister Cassiel. Straight down the box.
Wow.
No, you don't have to.
Okay, all right. This is just peace, everybody. How's everyone doing?
Peace, everybody.
I know, right? That's okay. We're gonna get them. Peace, everybody. All right. Again, my name is Cassiopeia, the Black Mall, and I'm honored and I'm thankful for Brother Reven. He is at the forefront of all of our warriors out here, our elders out here, the people who, I've learned from. Again, just Eugene Delanado. That's one of my actual first mentors for the Black Mall, and we actually work together. There's no competition when you're working with Africans. And then you got Brother Sax Preacher, but I also know him as Minister Raheem, the president of the United American Progress Association that was started by Dr. Webb Evans here, who we, of course, are honoring. Sister Cecile Johnson, her research is just amazing and thorough, and we're so appreciative that we have this information. My sister, my co-host, we are the hosts with the most power to the village, Sister Africa. We are just in such amazing company. And I'm just thankful and grateful for all of you all for coming out and being black and buying black and showing that this is what we do. It's not a myth. It's not taboo. We support each other and we love each other, and we have amazing locations like this place right here. And again, that's all I talk about. This is all I showcase because I know that this exists, and I want other people to know it and be able to come and support it as well. Like he said, from the youth all the way up to the people who come before me that I stand at the feet of and just love to learn and grow from. So again, I am thankful, and you can come and see me. I host the UAPA meetings every fourth Monday meeting. So come and bring your receipts. Listen, this is real big because the UAPA some years ago collected $1 million in receipts from us spending with us, right? So now we have a new goal, I believe, of $2 million that we want to hit, I believe, within a year. And at every meeting, we always showcase, sometimes with only 11 people remembering to bring their receipts, about $5,000. So just imagine if everybody that comes to the meeting, if we got 40 or more people that are coming each time, that we're going to have 4 times that. That's about for $20,000 that we can show in one meeting. Y'all understand how powerful that is? And I did these numbers. There's about 800,000 black people in the city of Chicago right now, right? Chicago, we know we like to talk about the whole Chicagoland area, but Chicago has about over 800,000 people. If every black person spent just $5, that's it. We waste that on what? Pop, Flamin' Hots, right? Even a homeless person got $5 per probably about 5 loose squares throughout the week, right? Let's be real. If all of us spent $5 per week, we would have $2 billion. billion by the end of the year. And we wouldn't need to ask the government for nothing. We can rebuild all of our schools. We can have all of our housing. We can have our medical. We can have our institutions. We would control it and say, and then we can go buy all the politicians and tell them to go give us more stuff and get everything. Because like Dr. Claude Anderson said, we can vote for them all we want, but if we ain't got the money behind them to make sure that they continue to do what we want, then it's just all theory and it's all feel-good stuff. We need to have real hard action. Again, I thank you all and I love you all. Enjoy it. Thank you, Brother Reed.
All right, give our black hand. I'm gonna have to do, Doc, you out here? Thank you so much, man. Tell the wife appreciate for coming by and come back and eat with us and fundraise with us and dine with us. But I was at a meeting the other day and it's called Say It Loud. Oh, no, y'all ain't proud yet. Y'all halfway proud. That's because you're full. We act like you're full and can't say it. Say it loud. That's what I'm talking about. Give yourself a black hand. All right. This sister I'm about to bring up, and they teamed up, man. Them sisters heavy, and they spiritual, and they hitting it. But this next sister, her dad is a big icon with Martin Luther King. He's been in Inglewood for years. He's written several books, Solutions to the Black Male, and I'm in the book, so I'm going to blow the book up. Get the solution to the black male because I'm in the book. We want to say I've had the pleasure of meeting her family, and Mr. Porter, Dr. Porter, is a special brother. I went to one of their events, one of their family members had a situation, and at the event, all of his grandchildren was doing some entertainment, art, education, organizing. I mean, they got about 5 generations of people getting in their family. But without further ado, the queen of queen, Sister Africa Porter. I'll tell a quick joke. One of my buddies was sitting at the table. She came in. He don't even know who she is. Oh, that got to be Sister Africa.
Oh, my God. Peace, family. I don't know what to say about this brother Raven. I love Raven. Raven has known me longer than I've known myself. I'm just saying, right? I remember being a little girl and seeing him at all the black events, and growing up now, adult, I'm just so grateful and honored and thankful that I'm standing here next to him and that he's doing what he's doing. Durante and I always cry. I'm going to try not to cry. But I'm going to keep it brief. I'm excited about this time right now and what's happening and what we're all doing, how we're coming together more, and what it looks like for us. I agree with my beautiful sister Cassie. It's not a facade. This is the truth. You are in the right place at the right time. You all are the truth. You're doing exactly what you're called to do. We do support one another. We do love one another. So what the media says is one thing, and what we do is a total different thing. And we know that, we believe that, we see that right now. We see it whenever we see each other, we convene, we embrace each other, love each other, and we have to continue to do that. I just want to leave you with these words as I'm speaking about time and the timing of what's happening with us around the country, around the world. We all know about 10-10-15, right? Holla at me, we got buses going, we got you. So as it pertains to time, again, I'll be brief. I only have a minute. Only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, can't refuse it, didn't seek it, I damn sure didn't choose it. But it's up to me to use it, give account if I abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, but eternity is in it. I only have a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, can't refuse it, didn't seek it, I damn sure didn't choose it. But it's up to me to use it, give account if I abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, but eternity is in it. You're in the right place at the right time, y'all. I love y'all.
as they say in spoken word, that's that peace. Man, that's powerful. And as she mentioned, the 1010, we're supporting the Million Man March going down. I'm not going to the march. I'm going to be organizing about 80 young brothers in the streets to pull off a gang truth, atonement, reconciliation. We're going to watch it on the big screen, and we're going to get those young men to tone, and I'm going to tell them I'm sorry. They're going to tell me they're sorry. We're going to give them the phone so they can call their mama and say they're sorry. They can call their dad and say they're sorry. We're going to have an atonement, reconciliation, and when we come out of that 10-10, we're going to be loving again. Give ourselves a black hand. And if you don't go to the march, you should be at your mosque, synagogue, church, fasting, praying, and asking for forgiveness and saying we're sorry. That's going to be our love for the community. And so I want to thank you, sister. So what I'm going to do now, we got a couple of people here that's working with business solutions. So I don't like to party without a purpose. Again, party without a purpose. We have to party with a person. So Sister McLean, would you please come up for me? Excuse me. And I'll keep messing the name up, but I'm not the organization up. I'm not messing her name up. But this sister, I met her at the Bud Billiken Parade, and she's on a mission to help small business legally, because you know a lot of y'all got bad paperwork, ain't certified, can't get certified, no FIN number, no FICA number. So she gonna help you get legal. And so I want to thank you, sister, for your commitment and coming to today. I missed her on the phone, and she's still here. That's love and that spirit. Appreciate you. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. I want to thank you. I want to thank Raven for the invitation to come here today. We literally just met, but we immediately connected, and I appreciated him thinking of me and inviting me out here today. My name's Danielle McCain. I am a civil rights attorney, and I work for the Chicago Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights under Law, Inc. We are a civil rights legal nonprofit. We handle civil rights issues, including fair housing, education and equity, education discrimination, employment discrimination. We do settlement assistance program through the federal courts. So we do a full and broad range of civil rights issues, and we also have a police brutality and misconduct task force. So we've been around since the 1960s. But my role today is as the Director of Outreach and Community Engagement, and I'm here to talk about our law project. Our law project provides free, F-R-E-E, legal services to nonprofits and small businesses. So we handle all of your legal matters from the very beginning of your setting up of your business, your status of your entity. We do advisement related to that, and any other legal issues that occur along the way. We can provide services related to that. We match you with a pro bono attorney from large firms and small firms, experts in their areas, to help you with such things as copyrights, if you need that for your business, trademarks. We match you with a intellectual property attorney, and so on. So we are a resource that I feel like has not been tapped into enough in our community. And that's my role as the Director of Outreach and Community Engagement, is to get in the community and let you know of our existence, raise our presence in the community, and make sure that you know that we're a resource for you. Two of the very important, first and most important things when you start a new business or a nonprofit is to have your legal intact as well as your financial side of things. So that's an attorney and an accountant. And those are things that we overlook. We get into business, we run into issues, and then we think, oh, now I need to get a lawyer. Oh, now I need to get an accountant. Well, on our end, we certainly are available to help you with the legal side of things so that you start right and that you are prepared when issues occur. But the other side of that is, if you are already an existing business or an existing nonprofit, we can help you get in order. We provide also workshops and boot camps in nonprofit management, as well as just in general different legal issues and different things that you need to know for running your business. So I'm glad to be here. I'm not going to take any more time. I do have to leave shortly, but I have cards, I have brochures. So please reach out to us so that we can help you with your business. Our goal is to make sure that your business is viable and your business is successful. So without saying any more, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'm glad to help you.
Give her a black hand. Y'all know y'all need a lawyer for something. Quit acting like you don't need pro bono. Got boots on your car, 501(c)(3) raggedy. So listen, we want to thank the sister for coming out, being urgent with us. I'm going to bring you another brother. Sister Cass, you need me to say something about? Come on over here, holler at me. You know, it's your day. Oh, they double teamed the brother. What we finna do, a three red, true red? What we gonna... Go ahead, sister, go ahead.
So, Sister Africa and I want you all to know, we have a talk show that we're on Urban Broadcast Media every Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. It's Leon Finney's, Reverend Dr. Leon Finney's radio station, and we would love for you all to be on our show. So all of you amazing people, we'll get you some cards, contact us so we can get you scheduled in to come be on the show. We got all these great people. We're like, whoa, wait a minute.
Power to the village.
United.
Say it loud.
Black and proud.
Say it loud. Okay, well, you know, see, sister, now they wasn't even on the program. I got gangster. But we in the spirit because they were actually on the program because I wanted to talk about Mr. Delato's Black Pages. So if we're going to spend money with you, you need to advertise with Black Media, Black Mall, the Urban Radio Station, and Mr. Isaac Lewis with the Lawndale newspaper is here. He's here advertising. So you got to buy your ad so we can see you, so we can pay you. Because if we don't know where you're at, and you in your basement with a little storefront in the basement, we don't know you're down there, we can't come spend no money with you. So we want to make sure we advertise in these businesses and want to thank everybody. So I want to bring up another brother that deals with contracts, money, and other things. This brother's been doing a lot. He worked for Central Management Service with the city and contracts. And those of you who don't know, I'm going to blow myself up a little bit. I am the author of the African American Employment Plan 2014 to put blacks to work in state government. I wrote that bill with State Representative Ford. We passed it. It is a law to hire black people in state government, not one leg, kickstand, half eye, minority, diversity. It's a bill that I wrote with State Rep to hire black people in state government. Y'all can give me a hand. Community organizer writing legislation. So you don't have to wait for your alderman, your state rep, and other people to write your own legislation, give it to them, and ask them to pass it. So I'm going to do a quick commercial, and I want to bring my brother up here with Congressman Danny Davis, the work he's doing with the coming up, Congressman having the back to school event. And those of you know Congressman Danny Davis, he buys black everything he do. He shop black, car, get it fixed, shoes, buy cleaners. He walking around black as you're gonna get. You ain't gonna never catch him out without something black. That's what I know. So I want to bring one of his people from Danny's office to speak, brother. If you come and talk about it, please, for a second. Give the brother a hand, please. I saw him at the parade this weekend. He said, Brother Reeven, I'm here. So I wore a suit to make sure everybody came. I was dressed up. It didn't look like I was in civilian clothes.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, my name is Fred Davis. Giving honor to the Almighty God, first of all. I was rather moved. Me and Brother Reeves been running at each other here, there, and some everywhere. In fact, I just really found out his name tonight. And three of my friends from Lake Meadows Tennis Court, I play tennis, we teach tennis. And so I was sitting there, I say, I'm supposed to be going to this event. And they say, well, okay, so my main partner here, it's hard to get him to go anywhere. So we say, come on. He said, all right, let's go. But anyway, what I was was telling them Saturday at 10 o'clock, the Congressman's back to school parade is Saturday in Columbus Park. Now, if you want to be in the parade, it starts at Bloomingdale and Central, but it end up in Columbus Park. They're going to have school bags, books, some of everything. It's going to be a real nice event. He would have been here, but he's giving out awards for grandmothers that's raising grandkids at Sankofa. So that's another reason I said I would come. So I'm very ecstatic about blacks getting together. That is the congressman's pet peeve, trying to get blacks to start dealing with blacks, buying black. Like he said the other day, he woke up with a black woman. He bought his car from a black dealer. His cleaners is at a black person. He buys his gas at a black service station. Ray-Bon's over there. I don't know if anybody here from the West Side. Costner and Roosevelt. So the congressman is strictly black. So I was just thinking about when he said we're going to have to get the black officials to start working on them, to start doing what they need to do. Thank you much.
It's been with Central Management Service. He's done a lot around contracts, procurement, and he's no longer with them. Now he's with the controller office. I see this brother in Springfield getting work in. And, you know, a lot of people I call in these departments, they think I'm so pro-black, they kind of run when I come calling and see them. Here come Brother Reed with that black stuff. But I tell him, what I'm going to come with, I'm black. I can't come with nothing else. But this brother always embraced me. He's not embarrassed to talk to me in public. And I appreciate that, brother, the love you give. And without further ado, Mr. Bass is going to share what the controller's office is. It ain't about the money. Don't be calling me up.
Thank you, big brother. I appreciate that. First of all, I bring you greetings from the State Comptroller, Miss Leslie Munger. She just got appointed in January, and we're looking at doing some great things. We had some good meetings yesterday. We were on WVON talking about the program. We did an editorial meeting with the Defender, and then we met with Brother Fellows and them at the African American Family Commission initiative meeting, where she actually got to hear some of the concerns of black businesses. So, because this isn't really the setting, but real quick, the program that I've got with the Comptroller's office is called the Power Program, where it's providing opportunity for work through education and resources. So what we're trying to do is raise the awareness of black-owned businesses. Like, I can say minority, but we all know minority, we're the minority in the minority. So I'm not talking about the minority, I'm talking about black-owned businesses. So just some real quick numbers, in the whole minority program for the state, there are 1,902 businesses that are certified, total, all right? Of that 1,902, there are 496 that are black-owned. So, to show you how small of a number we are, in the city of Chicago alone, there are close to 4,000 certified businesses, of which close to about 2,000 are black-owned. I say all this to say is that we always hear, we go after contracts, we'll never get them, we can't get them. What they're not saying is that the reason we're not getting looked at for a lot of these contracts is because we don't have enough people in the vendor pool. So when you're talking about splitting up a contract that's $200–300 million, and you only got 6 to 8 companies in that pool, when they're looking at that, they're like, okay, well then they only need about 5% versus the 20% they could get if there were 600 people in this category. So what we're trying to do is raise these numbers because it's actually ridiculous, but this is a piece of legislation that was passed in 2011, which basically gave the Comptroller's office the authority to do extra outreach in the black community. I'm not gonna say minority here, but in the black community, so we're out trying to raise the awareness. I was just talking to the sister with the law firm that was just up here. We need resources, we need education. All we see when we talk about contracting is the dollar figure. Okay, everybody wants a $10 million contract. I mean, it's people in here that'll take $1 million contract. but can you do the work? At the end of the day, it's not about can you talk about it, but can you do it? What we're trying to do is build people's capacity so it's not like our mothers used to say, you don't want to bite off more than you can chew. Because what has happened in the past is that we've had companies that get it and then they lose it, and that's the example that they use when they say, see, we told you, they can't handle this. That's why the white women-owned companies make up more than 50% of that 1,900 businesses that are certified. This is information you can look up. Of that 50% of the white-owned women businesses that are in the program, they make up more than half of the money that's paid out of the program. That's white, women-owned businesses that are considered minorities. And the only difference between them and us is they do the paperwork and they get it done, and they got access to finance, and they got access to a lot of different things that we don't have access to. But as we talk about this movement, buy black, be black, we got the resources, we got the money. What we're doing at the comptroller's office, no, I can't say what I'm doing at the comptroller's office is trying to bring the education piece to our people so that we can be more educated to know about the resources that the state has so that we can push the envelope. Because we can't complain if we're not in the game. If it's like they got the saying, somebody's got a lotto, it might as well be you. But guess what? You can't just wish you had the ticket. You got to actually buy a ticket. So if there are any businesses in here that are in business, looking to better their business, I'm not saying you're ready for a $100 million contract, but what we're trying to do is as we grow the capacity of the mid-range businesses, they can help bring up the smaller businesses that can help grow our economy and our commerce amongst us. So, I mean, my number is 3. I don't even want to give out my number right now, but you can go to the IllinoisComptroller.com, and it's a program. It's called the Power Program. My information is on that. I don't have a lot of cards. I don't really have any cards because, you know, I really just came out here to fellowship with the brother, but anytime I can educate our people, I like to do that. So I don't want to take up any more time. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Please, people, be informed.
All right. Give him a black hand. Don't man because he got a job. Black man working. Black man working. No, brother, I appreciate you. He's going down to the Black Chamber Conference tomorrow, and he came out to our African American Family Commission that we meet every Tuesday from 10 to 12 talking about business. He came out, and I told him to come out. So the controller told him to come here instead of going down there. He's going to lead tomorrow. So she's committed to doing things, and we're set up now to make some things happen on funding. I just found out Kurt Sumner has got a piece of legislation down in City Hall to hold all banks accountable. And so we got a call down to the office of City Hall, all elected officials, tell them that we want that bill to pass that holds accountability. And that money is going to go to the treasurer's office where he controls the purse to deliver that money to black banks and other banks to make sure CRAs and accountability and we get that money. So we're going to be supporting the treasurer on that, and we're going to be buying black, loving black, and giving black. I want to give a special shout out to my brother Derek Harris right here. Master thinker, economics, housing, education, workforce development, does a great job in there. My brother Murphy right here, Ralph Murphy in the art world and gallery, and also always working on finance and how to build our capital. I've been knowing that brother, he's always been talking about the money before they was talking about the money. If he ain't no meeting about no money, he ain't coming. So we just want to thank him for coming out, and him and brother Eric Strickland from over in Lawndale, and Isaac, and a host of others. Now, I would be remiss in my loyal brother, the video man, who's been here twice. We've been on Scan TV with Sister Cecile and myself. We've doing some shows that Cecile's going to be running on education. So give my cameraman Global City Unity. Global City Unity. He's going to go up on the web, YouTube, Google, what is globalcityunity.com. And so you'll see this event. He has a lot of events. He's doing stuff at CAN TV. He keeps a lot of young men with him working. So we want to show we bless and appreciate our scribes. Because if it didn't happen, if you didn't see it, and if it wasn't on video, people don't believe you. So give the video man globalcityunity.com. All right, all right. He's always coming, and so we blessed to have everybody. I have somebody I forgot I wanted to mention. Can we have my sister in the back come on up front from Senator Van Pelt? Hey, Derek, will you tell a young lady to come up here, the beautiful young lady that Mr. Fellows would like to see her up front? I was in the hospital 3 days, and I've been beat up about not getting out, but I'm all right. God is good. He just told me to quit messing with black people. I wouldn't be going to the hospital. I said, that's okay. I got to see him in the morning. So I'm back here with y'all anyway. We're going to make it happen. And we're going to let my good sister come up. And she's a great networker like myself. And she's works closely with Senator Van Pelt office. And I apologize because this is her district. And I want to let, I think this is her area, right? Okay, and so come up, sister. This is a great organizer, a great sister. So I didn't get your award this time, but you got one coming, and because you do the work. And you know, sometimes all of us don't get looked at that do the work. I love you. Come on up, talk to us. She's a workhorse. She on the ground. She ain't playing with them people.
Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, it is such a pleasure to be here with you all. The food is really, really good, and it's good and it's healthy, and it's a pleasure to be here because I actually graduated from grammar school. If you look at this vacant lot right across the street, and in 1992 when my mother passed, we came to this community right over here at 829 South Ada, so I had the opportunity to actually see this area transform. So to come back here and actually celebrate an event such as this one is just an absolute pleasure. As Mr. Fellows mentioned, I do work for State Senator Patricia Van Pelt as her executive assistant in her district office here in Chicago. You can feel free to visit us at www.senatorvanpelt.com. If you have any concerns, you can also feel free to talk to me while I'm here, but I prefer to talk to you tomorrow because I'm enjoying the food. And let's stick together, stay together, and keep the movement going.
Bye, bye. Oh, man, thank you, sister. Again, when I say work, and she also breaks down that barrier, no more south side, west side, we all outside. She all on 63rd, 83rd, 22nd. You don't need a passport to go see your people. Most of the people don't know I'm actually a south sider. Everybody think I live on the west side because I work on the west side. They almost about to put me out on the south side. I live on the south side. I've been working on the west side 15 years. They say I act like, so, you know, people on the west side make you tie your shoes up a little tighter. So I'm getting real good seasoning. But I want to thank everybody for coming out. I'm missing, I want to bring Temple of Mercy, UAPW, to talk about the man and the legacy of why we're here. We got a couple of more certificates coming. How's the food? And we're a little short on staff tonight, but be patient. What's your name, sister? Waitress there? What's your, huh? Give Erica a hand, a black hand. Erica, rough with it. I said, can I help you? She said, I got it, Brother Reed, I got it. And she has a son to support, so make sure y'all tip the lady. We ain't trying to get no gang banging, no drug dealers. We ain't trying to get no gang banging, no drug dealers. And Brother Isaac pointing to something for me. You missed me when I introduced your piece? Lawndale newspaper, Isaac, the founder, right here. What's your circulation, Isaac? How many people? 15,000. So if you ain't in the paper, we can't buy black and we can't see you black. So if you're in your basement with an iPhone and we don't know you down there, we can't buy from you. Come up on your porch and everybody know you're in business. Open up a lemonade stand, do something. But we're going to bring the UAPA Mr. Satch Preacher and that organization, we are honoring Dr. Webb Evans, 52 years, buying black. Dr. Webb marched with A. Philip Randolph, 41, Martin Luther King in the 60s. He's been with Vernon John. He's been with every leader that moved, and he's been there talking buy black. And so I know Webb is right now looking down and say, man, I see y'all get it now. And so I just thank God for us to be able to resurrect him here. And his birthday is November 20th. And it happens to be the same day as the brother who took his place that tried to step in his shoes. That's hard, but he right there. So since their birthday is the same day, God was already in divine order for a brother to be able to take his place. But what we're going to do, his birthday is November 20th. We're going to honor Webb on Black Friday, and we're going to buy black on Friday after Thanksgiving. We're going to buy black on Friday after Thanksgiving, because y'all giving up your money. And anyway, that was the slaughter of the Indian, which is your people anyway. You celebrating prayers and had nothing to do with you. It was a Holocaust. Man killed a bunch of people. Came over here, smoked the pipe and beat the people up, used the Bible. That's really what Thanksgiving is about. So you should be giving prayer to your Indian brother, because all y'all got a little wavy stuff and your grandmama stuff in your hair. That's your Indian you're talking about. So when you get to your Thanksgiving, say, oh, Lord, I want to thank you for being here, but I want to give a shout out to the Holocaust for my Indian brothers and sisters. Now start thanking your cousin, your sister, pass the turkey, pass the cake. So that's what Thanksgiving is about. We're going to buy black, love black, Chirac on Black Friday and get our money back. Shatosa. Come on, UPA. Come on, give it up. Where you at? Here it is, the one and only. The shoes he got to fill. My man, my brother, Satch Preacher and Minister Raheem. He got two hats, so let's stick with it.
Y'all give it up for Brother Fellows. Give him a hand. Give him a great black hand. A black hand's supposed to be loud. 3 black hands, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be in this room. And we need to give him another hand for recognizing one of our legends in Chicago, which is Dr. Webb Evans, and getting, what's his name? LaShawn Ford to pass a resolution for August, the month of August being National Black Business Month, in honor of Dr. Webb Evans. So give him a hand for that too. It's a lot of things that Reven does that we don't know about, and usually he don't say anything about it. But he's been getting a little upset now because the people who he helped don't recognize him. So we got to make sure that it's known what he's doing. So I am Minister Raheem Cassette Aten. I am the founder of the Temple of Mercy Association for 25 years, since 1990, located 1716 West on 79th Street. We are an all-inclusive, black, conscious, righteous movement. And we teach health, wealth, knowledge, and self. I'm also the president of the United American Progress Association, whose founder is Dr. Webb Evans. And the main thing about the UAPA is that Dr. Evans went everywhere throughout Chicago, all over to Europe and Israel and Greece and everywhere. And everywhere he went, he talked about buying black. He always would say that out of all the marches that he's been in, the March on Washington, the march that he did with A. Philip Randolph, all the marches that he did with Jesse Jackson and Eddie Reed, he said that one of the greatest marches that we can ever have is if we can march with, do how you do it, Brother Yashua. If we can march with this dollar to a black business, that would be one of the greatest marches ever had. All right? That's that word, tell it. You would hear him at Operation Push, and you'll hear him holler out, tell it, and you know it right there. And so that's what I'm obligated to do, is to continue to educate our people on that tremendous need for us to buy black, because we are in a state of emergency. I'm the president of the UAPA. We also have a vice president. I'm going to call him up here, Brother Rashid Ansar. Bring him, come on up. Reason I'm mentioning that is because, see, Dr. Evans picked us himself. There was no vote. He handpicked us. And when he passed the gavel to me, he remembers seeing this young man in my other organization, and he asked me about him. And he asked for his phone number. And Dr. Evans and his sister called him to come into the movement because Webb had watched him and how well he does what he do. He's a great salesman, great orator. And he handpicked this young man as well as myself and said, Vice President, pick me as the president. So I needed you all to know who that vice president is, and I'm going to let him say a few words and do his thing. Come on, brother.
Good evening again, everyone. How's everyone doing? Now, how's the rest of the room doing? Everybody all right? People in the back, y'all okay? All right. Make some noise. Y'all out west. I mean, I worked out here. Y'all usually a little rowdier than this. What's going on? There y'all go. First of all, give it up for Brother Reevens, fellows. I know you've clapped for him many a times, but you cannot clap enough for that, brother. For all the work that he's doing, all the work that he has done, and all the work that he will continue to do. Give it up for the chef as well as the owner of this great and beautiful establishment, Brother Emmanuel, Chef Emmanuel. Please give it up for him. Y'all should be standing to your feet. Y'all should be standing to your feet. You don't understand how hard it is for a black person to own a business in this area. I need y'all to understand something. The reason why I joined this organization, why I followed Dr. Webb Evans, who, mind you, was born in 1913, and he just unveiled the forum, or respectfully, some of you all say passed away just this past February. And excuse me, could I have attention of everyone in the room, please? Please. There's no disrespect. It's good to see friends and family, and that's beautiful, but this is a little bit more serious and more on point. The reason why I joined this organization, this man was not only 101 years old, but he spoke to something that I grew up understanding about the Bronzeville area. And it's not to knock the west side, north side, Roseland, anything like that. But I understood from my own grandmother, who was born in 1914, about the Bronzeville area. And when I became an adult, that man made that idea and that understanding a lot more concrete for me. We know through Dr. Webb Evans, I've been honored to meet the brother that owns Reggio's Pizzas. Who has had Reggio's Pizzas in this room? Anybody? Give yourselves an applause for that. That brother opened up a Reggio's right here, right past Roosevelt on Halsted. And I need you to understand something. We came down and we supported him. And when I say we, I'm not talking about UAPA. I mean us, blacks, descendants of slaves, African American, all right? But them Greeks over there, them Italians, they didn't come over there and they supported him. They looked in, saw what he had, nodded, spoke, and left. When the Chinese people came in and looked and saw, they did the same thing. That man cried at a meeting and said it's a shame that after everything that our people went through, the struggling and the survival that we went through, the torture, the everything, the beatings, the loss of life over the ships, while the ships was on the Pacific, all of that, and to this day, in 2010, 2011, a black man can't have a business outside of his black community and not be supported by everyone else. There's something in the UAPA that we do, it's called our pledge. And we bear witness, because it's historical proven fact. Asians spend most of their money with themselves. Koreans spend most of their money with themselves. I see you sisters, you look beautiful. Where's that brother at that has his own nail shop? Where is he at? Did he leave yet? Right. Toes by Bros. Toes by Bros. Right. That's a black guy that does women's, he has cars, or he had them. I don't know if they're still in the back. But we, ladies, we all support. You all support and go get your nails done at the Korean shops. You ever ask a question why they wear a mask and don't give you one? I'm glad you laughing, because I'm throwing gut shots. All right? Brothers, when we go buy Chinese food that's in your black community from Austin, how you doing, Brother Malcolm? Peace and love to you. Your family may be blessed. All the way out south to Roseland. When we buy the food from them, and they put whatever they want in it and say it's chicken. All right, I've been a little child. I'm my grandmother, again, who was born in 1913, telling me them stories. All right? I need you to understand how important. This is not just about the UAPA. And I'm glad all of these bodies and these heads of these black organizations are here, because it is very, very precedent and very prominent. It's for this little baby girl right here. It's for this little boy, this king, excuse me. This young king, this young prince, and that young princess and princess. All right? For a lot of us, maybe just me, I'm an old head. It might be too late for me, but it's not for them. We got HBCs, but we don't have enough of those coming out of those HBCs, bringing what they learned back to teach the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s in our own community. Mayor Daley, father and son, proved it for many years, over 26 years, if I'm not mistaken. Reva, you correct me later. But they don't really care about us. I know Michael Jackson wrote that song, but honestly, they don't. You see all these white people walking by and they looking in these windows? I'm going to tell you what they thinking in their head. I'm on Facebook with this chatter, and I'll be in your face with it too. They looking in here like it's a zoo. I'm glad it's quiet. I want that to sink in. They don't care about you. All they want is your money. If you're not passing that money on to somebody that looks like you, y'all remember the Andersons? They was from the west suburbs. They went and sought out black-owned businesses. I can't think of where it's at. It's on our website. If you go to this, that I handed out to everyone. We have a web page on Facebook. We have a page on Facebook, excuse me. You can see the Andersons. We gave them an award for that, honoring that aspect and that understanding of that living. And don't get me wrong, I know some of you all got degrees and professions that deal with the European, and that's beautiful, that's fine. But know where your family is first, family. All right? If this man is not supported, I know he's working hard, he's dipping in the back, and I'm going to be honest with y'all. Yes, UAPA, we kind of do that little checkpoint on businesses when we have them, but we have to. But we got to be a little bit given to our own, too. We got to understand, if that sister's been working since 10 o'clock this morning and it's what it is right now, dark 30, yeah, she may have a little attitude because her right ankle hurt. You got to kind of forgive her for that if her pop don't come on time. You got to kind of forgive the business owners for that, all right? But y'all got to be, we have to be like our parents were, grandparents were, a little bit more sociable. Ask the owner for their name. It's not to trick on them, it's to help them out. How your business doing? You know what? Hey, how you doing? I ain't getting nothing from you, but boom, they go $10 to put in your register for the day. I'm going to holler at you. I'll see you later on this week. Man, who is that? I need to know that cat. Who is that? I'm serious. You think about that. Because if somebody came by your house and gave you $10 every day for the next 365 days, you do the math on that, and what would you do with that money? Love y'all. Love Brother Reevens, fellows. Thank you. That's my